I look in the mirror and I never have to think of him again because I have this beautiful smile. It's like I get a new life. My name is Lacey. I was in a 7-year marriage. And in the beginning, it was a little rough, but it just kept getting worse and worse. He started out by just mentally abusing me, and then it got to physical. I stayed for a long time because I loved him, and I thought that he would change. It got to the point where he almost killed me in front of my granddaughter. I knew I had to leave. So I packed up all my stuff and I left him with my stuff in my car with my best friend and my sister. I slept on her couch until I could find my own place to live. And then I went to the Battered Women's Shelter in Warrensburg. Their domestic violence place where you can go and get assistance. Like, they'll help you get back on your feet. They went with me to my court case when I left him and got divorced. They've been through this whole process. Well, I started seeing a counselor there, and she noticed that I had always not really had self-confidence because every day I looked in the mirror, I saw what he did to me. When we were married, he assaulted me, which caused me to lose my 4 bottom teeth. He hit me, and not a lot of people knew about that because I did get fake teeth put in, like they're like flippers, I guess you'd call. I had always struggled with that. Having to look in the mirror, I always saw what he did to me. They offered me this gift. They were like, well, we could sign you up and you have to be nominated. And so my counselor at the Battered Women's Shelter nominated me.
I was first introduced to Lacey through the Give Back a Smile organization with the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry. She was found in the whole state of Missouri as a survivor of a domestic violence incident, and she came into my office as a very reserved person. You could tell that she was constantly wearing this incident with every step that she took.
I was so nervous because this was so exciting. So then they matched you with a dentist. The dentist, they volunteered their work, and I met Dr. Rita.
Upon her initial comprehensive evaluation, it was clear to me that this case was going to be multidisciplinary, and it was my duty to her to be her champion, her quarterback, in order to get her the best care that she deserved. We needed to not only involve myself as the aesthetic specialist, but we needed to also involve other specialists, including, but not limited to, oral surgery, ceramists with master artistry skills, and endodontists.
But she was so just gung-ho and just really wanted to just go in at this. She started out by cleaning my teeth. First of all, just giving me the oral care that I had neglected myself because I just didn't care at that point. And bettering my teeth so that the procedure that she could do would, work.
When I first started everything with her, this was after just the establishing of the health of her mouth, getting her the deep clean, getting her a new temporary partial, and starting her in temporaries. I remember one time I called her on the phone and I asked, may I speak to Lacey? And she said, this is Lacey. And I said, what? I didn't even recognize her through the tone of her voice because she was carrying herself so differently. Even with the start of the process, with the promise of the vision that I had, even though it wasn't directly in front of her yet, you could just see that she was a new human. She was dressing differently. She was carrying herself differently. She was speaking differently. And she even lost weight as a result of this process because she was exercising more, establishing better connections, and she's gaining trust in humanity again.
It was a year that we had this whole process. It started, and it was kind of cool because it started during Domestic Awareness Month, which is October, and it ended in October. So it's kind of a special day, month, to celebrate what she gave me back. Oh, God, stop. Can we stop for a second? Oh.
I wanted to not only restore the teeth, I wanted to focus on restoring her personality and giving her a new start on life.
I mean, she really went in full force. She didn't have to do any of that. All we were supposed to really do was fix what, my abuser knocked out. But she went above and beyond, and she not only fixed the 4, but now I have 6 in the bottom. They're screw-ins. They will never leave. And then she went to fix all my top teeth, which were crooked. And she even gave me, I hadn't had teeth on my right side for years. So I have literally a full teeth and mouth, and they are healthier than I probably ever had in my life. And just that is an amazing feeling.
And with that, we got to make sure that we focus on the story, the person, the soul that is behind. Every smile is different, and we want to make sure that we cater all of these results to the person.
She was always there. And we actually talked, not just at work. I mean, we bested each other, and she would check on my daily things and see how I was doing. So she made it like she really cared. I mean, she honestly wanted to do what she could to help me. She has a big heart, and she's a wonderful dentist. And now, I look in the mirror, and I never have to think of what he did to me ever again. Like, I see this new person that she has formed for me. I mean, she gave me self-confidence, which is, you can't even put a price tag on that. I mean, was you guys said more and all, it just came from my heart. I love you. You know what makes me really sad is my family hasn't even met her and thanked her. I know when you gave me something that I could never afford, you know, because self-confidence is like something that I don't think I've ever had in my life. I've never liked myself. I've never. I mean, I look in the mirror and I see this person, like, who is this person? I feel so pretty. Like, I just, sometimes I know this sounds so corny. I just look in the mirror and I'm like, well, look at those teeth. Look at that smile. I literally smile more than I think I've ever in my whole entire life. The self-confidence she gave me, not only from fixing my teeth, but just the emotional connection. Like, I'm just caring. She's got such a big heart. I'm so blessed. I really am. I just love you so much.